Um, okay, let's talk about some books. So I started Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. I just needed like a little bit of fantasy in my life. Like the world is feeling like a lot, so I wanted to read something that sort of takes me somewhere else, and I need like a book where people like are winning against some sort of like oppressive rule. That's not necessarily this book, but I do think as far as fantasy books go, Robin Hobb is like a really good writer, and so I definitely enjoy this when I do want to dip my toes into fantasy. Okay, so now let's talk about some books that I want to read soon. This I just got today. It's called The Obscene Bird of Night by José Donoso. And I actually don't know really what it's about. I didn't really read the back. I just knew that it's a book that I wanted to read. I see a lot of my friends on Instagram talking about it and reading about it, talking about it and reading it, and they have really high praise. I think this just got like a new edition, so that's why it's kind of having a bit of a moment, but very excited to read this one soon. I really want to read Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. I can't believe I haven't read this yet. I reread Notes from Underground recently, and it's so incel-y, but Dostoevsky is such a good writer, and this has been like a goal of mine to read this year. So it's like about 600 pages, which I've been wanting to read bigger books this year, so this sort of like fits the bill. I think I'll pick this up soon. Okay, and speaking of big books, we have East of Eden by John Steinbeck, another book that I can't believe that I haven't read yet. I have read Grapes of Wrath. I had to read it for school, and I loved it. I have a first edition of Tortilla Flat. I'm so excited to read it, but how do we feel about these frayed edges? I will let you know how I feel, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna read this. This was a gift, and I'm really grateful. I can't wait. I want to read this one. I think this is gonna be next. I don't know. What should I read next? Let me know what you think. I would love to know. And then the last book, which I actually might start today, is Hard Rain Falling by Don Carpenter. I actually got this book in July, and I haven't read it because I've been waiting for it to rain. And it's rained like a little bit in the past few weeks, but today is like the first day where there's actual rain. So I might start this. I heard it's like kind of crime noir. So I could really just sit here all day and watch the rain. Like, I think I really needed a rainy day. So I got a new journal. It's from Paper Republic, and I think I kind of like it better than my Hobonichi. I have a couple different notebooks inside. The first one is gonna just be for drawings or whatever, so I drew some cats. Then in the back here, I have my journal that I've been using, and I've moved away from prompts because now I feel like it's really natural for me to just show up and write. I've written about my new journal. I've written sort of about how my mental health is and like how I need to learn to relax. If anyone has any tips on how to like actually relax, please let me know. I wrote about when I was in 11th grade and it was raining. I don't know how I feel about this book. Okay, so Hard Rain Falling is very like wordy. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the dialogue is very cheesy. Like, it almost feels like CSI. It's really not like a compliment. I've heard it gets better, so I'm gonna keep going. I mean, I got to 50 pages, but I think that, I don't know. There's so many other books that I want to read, and maybe I put into practice my reading tips. So we're gonna watch Severance, and I want to know what your theories are.
I think that Lumen is trying to slowly either take over people's brains with like something to do with water, because they always talk about water. The town that they're living in, something's weird about it. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know what I think. I think that severance procedures are happening, it seems like all over. Where do other severed people go to work? Like, we're only seeing this small side of it. And I would like to know, like, how we got here in the first place and, like, all the weird cure and cult type stuff. That's what I think.